What would happen if you fell into a black hole? Black holes are regions in space where gravity is so strong, nothing can escape. Not even light, the fastest thing in the universe. They form when a massive star runs out of fuel and dies in a giant explosion called a supernova. The star collapses into itself, getting smaller and smaller, until it becomes a black hole, a point of unimaginable gravity. Now imagine you are floating in space, and you start falling toward one. From far away, it looks calm, almost beautiful. But as you get closer, you start feeling the pull, and it gets stronger every second. Then you cross the event horizon, the point of no return. Once you cross it, no rocket, no force in the universe can bring you back. But here's the strange part. You feel completely normal. No alarm, no warning. Just silence, and darkness, and the feeling of floating. Then something weird begins. Gravity starts pulling harder on your feet than your head. Because your feet are closer to the black hole, scientists call this the tidal force. Your body starts to stretch, slowly at first. Then faster. You get longer and longer and longer, until you look like a piece of spaghetti. And yes, scientists actually call this spaghettification. That is a real word. In real science textbooks. I am not making this up. Eventually, the tidal force becomes so strong, your atoms themselves get pulled apart. But while all this is happening to your body, time is doing something very strange. Near a black hole, time slows down. Your clock ticks slower than clocks far away. This is called time dilation. The closer you are to a massive object, the slower time moves for you. Albert Einstein predicted this back in 1915 inches, his theory of general relativity. And over 100 years later, we proved he was right. Now imagine your friend is watching you from far away in a spaceship. From their view, you slow down as you approach the black hole. Your image gets redder, dimmer, like a dying light. And then, you slowly fade away and disappear, like you never existed. But from your point of view, you just fall in normally. No freezing, no fading. Two completely different realities, happening at the same time. Both are true. This is one of the things that makes black holes so mind-bending. So what happens inside the black hole? What is in there? Honestly, nobody knows. Not even the smartest scientists on Earth. At the very center is something called the singularity. A point of infinite density, infinitely small, infinitely heavy. At the singularity, all the laws of physics completely break down. Nothing makes sense anymore. Some scientists think there could be an entirely different universe on the other side. Others think time itself comes to an end at the singularity. And some believe black holes could be wormholes, tunnels connecting two different points in space. Could you travel through a black hole to another galaxy? Maybe. We honestly do not know. Now let's talk about something called Hawking radiation, discovered by the brilliant Stephen Hawking. Hawking discovered that black holes are not truly black. They slowly leak tiny particles of energy. Over billions and billions of years, this causes the black hole to slowly shrink, until one day, it completely disappears, gone forever. And if you fell in, you would eventually vanish with it. But here is the big question. Where does all your information go? Your memories, your atoms, you. This is called the information paradox, and it is one of the greatest unsolved problems in all of science. The greatest minds in physics have argued about this for decades, and we still have no answer. So, after all that, do you still want to jump into a black hole? I didn't think so.